So hello again everyone, and welcome back to another wild camping trip. So I'm back out in the Pentland Hills, taking in some more incredible views out towards Kestrel Hill and Squirrel Law, which is the two highest points in the Pentlands. But as you can see, I have a new tent to show you. I just bought that, it came yesterday. That's the Hilleberg Soulo. It's a tent I've always wanted and a tent I finally got, so I'm really happy to have it. And I'm just happy to be back out camping. Another good thing about tonight is for the first time in a while it looks like we're going to get a sunset. About time, eh? So yeah, it's actually quite warm. It's really nice, and the skies are clearing up really nicely, so this probably is going to be the best wild camp so far this year. Yeah, we'll see what the night brings. I'm going to get a bite to eat now, so that's out of the way, and while I'm having a bite to eat I'll take in that beautiful sunset. So on the menu tonight we have another Wayfarer meal. I'm kind of obsessed with these things now. Every camping trip I have one. Beans and sausages tonight. I've had this before. My sister actually bought this as, for a Christmas present, and it's one of my favourite Wayfarer meals, so I thought I'd buy it again and yeah, just try it out. So that's what I'm having tonight. The sun's still going down slowly, the water's just boiling now, so in the next minute or two we'll have the Wayfarer meal in. So what happens when you're not paying attention? I've actually ripped a hole in my Wayfarer meal, so I'm just going to kind of open it a wee bit differently from the way you would normally do it. I'm just going to eat it for the side of the packet. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, but it doesn't really matter, I can still eat it like that. Yeah, I burnt it with the Trangia burner. I wasn't paying attention like I said, but it will still taste just as good as any other Wayfarer meal. This has been the calmest the weather's ever been. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to eat all this, and I should hopefully have all this done before the sun goes down, and then yeah, we'll just take in the views of the sunset. So yeah, I'm just taking in the sunset. As you can see, there's a lot of kind of cloud cover down there, but the sky is clearing, and hopefully it clears even more and we might get some good nighttime photography, because as you can see the tent's right there and the hills are right in front of the tent, so I'm not exactly having to go far. Like, you know, it's not as if I'm camping further down and I have to come up to the summit to get my photos. I'm right next to the tent, so I can actually sit in my tent with a tripod in front of me and take photos from inside my tent of the stars hopefully tonight. So that's the hill I was up last week, Kestrel Law Hill, and yeah, this hill's significantly smaller, but as I said, it's offering me good views of those hills over there, so it's not too bad. So I think that's the sunset. As you can see, there's so much cloud cover down there, I'm not going to see it, but I'm not really caring because this is probably the calmest the night's been in a long time. This is a really pleasant night on the hills tonight. So I'm going to head back to my tent. I'm going to heat my hands up because they're freezing, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. So it's meant to snow tonight. I just checked the weather forecast for Pennycook, which is about 3 miles away from here. It's meant to snow and we're meant to get a bit of sleet over there. We're on higher ground, so I reckon we could be in for a bit of snow tonight. Yeah, I've always wanted to camp in snow. I've always wanted to camp in a Hilleberg Soulo. I might get it in the same night tonight. This is obviously my first camp in this tent, and it could be my first camp in snow tonight. so that would be really, really nice, which means we might not get photos of the stars because we are meant to get cloud cover now. I don't really care. If I get snow, I don't care. But the weather's unpredictable, so yeah, we'll just see what the weather brings and what tonight brings. So the last half an hour has been quite windy. It's died down a wee bit, but yeah, I was just lying in my sleeping bag just listening to the wind, and this tent does feel very solid in the wind. Like, I even opened the zip to see how the outer part of the tent was coping, and it's just so solid. It doesn't flap about, it hardly even moves. Like, it really is a really, really solid tent. So yeah, that's the reason why I bought it. I just needed something that was quite strong and reliable in the hills, and you know, the extra weight and the extra pack size is definitely worth it, that's for sure. I can actually see myself kind of using this tent on every hill kind of camp this year, so it looks like it will be good biting with other tents. Now, in all seriousness, I have got a couple of other tents that you've not seen on my YouTube channel yet that I do want to try out, and we will kind of mix things up and use different tents, but the weather's just been so inconsistent. The wind wasn't meant to come tonight, but it is very breezy and it has picked up in the last hour, and it's died down again like I said. But this tent is very, very solid in this wind, like, that's for sure. And I'd be very confident if the wind did get really strong tonight, this tent would be as solid as a rock in it. I've seen enough videos on YouTube, I've seen enough good comments about it, so yeah, I'm very confident in it. So I'm actually just sitting in the tent, just taking in the view right across the Pentland Hills right now. It's been quite a weird night, it's been quite breezy, but I wouldn't say it's that bad. Like, it's quite noisy in the tent at times, and the wind has picked up at times as well. It's been a wee bit gusty, but for most of the evening it's been alright. So anyway, it's about just after 10 o'clock, so I'm going to kind of sign off for the night. I'm going to put the GoPro away, and yeah, it's forecasting snow at about midnight, so we're either going to get snow or rain. None of my luck will be rain. I'd rather have snow. I've always widey camped in the snow, but you never know, it could stay dry. But yeah, we'll find out in the morning, and I'll see you then. Definitely notice the difference between this tent's performance in the wind and all my other tents. Yeah, it's been just windy all night. It's not been really bad, it's just been constant at this kind of pace, just kind of there, in the way. So I've decided just to pack away everything early. It's about 6:30. I started packing at 6 o'clock. As soon as my alarm went off, I just got up. So in the next 10-15 minutes I'll be taking the tent down, and yeah, just packing away. So yeah, that's it really. We didn't get any snow, in case you're wondering, which is disappointing. We just got more wind instead. Oh no, I'm going to take the tent in now. Right, let's do this. Taking a bit of a batter in the tent, like. It's actually quite, it's not like terrible, the wind, it's just kind of consistently hitting the tent at a kind of, like I said, a consistent pace, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I've packed everything inside the tent. away now. Left no trace, as always. Everything is all inside the bag, ready to go. I've got a bottle of water there, which is full. I'll stick that in my pocket, so I need a drink. I'll just take it in my pocket and drink it. So yeah, I'm just about to take the GoPro apart and put it back in its box, and yeah, call it another trip. So I'm just going to end the video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It was alright, it was a good wee trip. A nice hill this, good views of both ends of the Pentlands. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hopefully I'll see you all next week. So yeah, I'll